Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Soraka and we'll be facing off against the With Friends Like This adventure from the Nightmares campaign. I got the opportunity to get Soraka up to 6 stars and I didn't feel like passing it up. So I've been playing Soraka to get her at nice and high enough level to the point that where I can feel I can take on this adventure relatively safely. I've actually had a decent amount of fun playing Soraka even without the recommended quote-unquote epic relics, the ones that came with the bundle. I've just been using this setup, which was stuff that I already had. We just take Strength of Stone, since Soraka can buff up your units with all over powers. You naturally heal your own units, giving everything formidable just becomes a plus, and all of a sudden Soraka also becomes a 8/8 basically. And since we already have Soraka at Titanic stats, we might as well just take Starforge gauntlets, so we can start off with 1 extra mana. And then Bloodbrand is just here to deal damage to my own units. When I can go Soraka plus something else and then heal the unit I just played. Yeah, I feel like this is going to go great. Soraka seems pretty strong. Not as strong as Swain, but definitely up there in terms of strength for a 6-star champion. All these are pretty bad. Let's roll. Want something good here. Sweet Solitude. Is that relevant? Or is Vanguard Lookouts better? When you summon an ally, granted +1/+0 formidable, so these become basically 5/5s. You know what? Maybe that's good enough. Start the game off with 2 mana 2 5/5s for free. It will help us in the beginning of the game, which I feel is the weakest part of the game for Soraka. Once you get a nice chain of heal effects going, you just take control of everything, but up until that point I feel like you struggle a little bit. Let's drop down the Soraka. I think I'm going to go Gift Giver here. Yeah, let's go Gift Giver here. And then we can just do this. We clear a significant amount of the opponent's board. The opponent gets left with 1 unit. Doesn't really matter because the opponent will just refuel quite quickly. Yep, just like that. But at least we deny the buffs. The opponent got all of his Lonely Porous right away, that's unfortunate. Let's do Spring Guardian, get a Spring Gifts.
Oh dear, come back.
What's the stats on this thing? She has like 6 health. I can't really get a Comet from our power this turn. We'll need 5 healing. So I think the best I can do is just summon stuff to stall out the opponent's attack. Try to protect some of our units. I can't really protect anything though. I might as well just go ahead and do this. Deny the opponent damage to my Nexus. Set up so that next turn we can go for a big turn with Soraka healing. Can also try to level up Soraka this turn. No, we can't do that. We'll end up leveling up Soraka next turn. Well, if we level up Soraka next turn, all we have to do is just develop this thing here, and then we can go from there. Let's do this here. because I intend to use this to heal Soraka back up to full. So we get the comet. And we can do one here, level up the Soraka properly.
By the power of the stars.
And we just attack with all of my units. We get 2 comets, depending on how the opponent blocks. I'll use these comets. Yeah. The opponent tries to kill 2 of my units. I'm not going to let that happen. I feel like Soraka would also be good with Echoing Spirit, so you get a bunch of copies of the Wish, so you can just develop a wide board of damaged units, just stall the opponent out by playing them, and then you just go Wish and heal everything back up to full. Get a bunch of falling comets that are free, like I'm about to do here. While at the same time you buff everything, because whenever you heal a unit you also give them stats equal to the amount healed. Drop on the Stargazer, doesn't really matter. The opponent attacks here, but I just obliterate there. Obliterate the elusive. Let's obliterate the unit that's killing my unit. And we just take 1 damage from the impact. 1 damage that will easily heal back up. I could heal with the Spring Spirits, but it doesn't matter. Game's already over. It's true that with the Strength of Stone, the Star Shepherd becomes significantly weaker. But honestly, I feel like that's a fair trade-off. We're trading off my units becoming, or one of my units becoming weaker for everything else becoming stronger. Unfortunately, we can't really find a way to close out the game this turn. That's quite unfortunate. If only we had a unit that dealt damage whenever to the opponent's nexus whenever we healed something. But that might be too strong. Let's just do Astral Protection here. Next turn I might go for Wish. The opponent's out of resources. The game's already over. Even if the opponent keeps generating for us, eventually I feel like we'll just have too many high-stated units for the opponent to deal with. Let's keep the Stargazer around. Our units are going to be damaged this turn. That means I actually am incentivized to not play Soraka's Wish here. I'll just Wish next turn and give everything elusive thanks to the Stargazer. We are letting the opponent survive for way too long. It's not a problem here at the beginning, but against the harder encounters it might be. My hand is too full. I didn't get all of the comets I could. Well, at least there's no way the opponent can survive this attack. There. Nice and easy. The Vanguard has definitely helped, I feel like. From my experience, this deck really struggles with first and second turn, or specifically. You don't really have a lot of units on the board, and the units you do have are not that great. All of these are terrible. I want high-stated Units Guiding Touch from Tusk Shaman. Let's pick up the Guiding Touch. I feel like it's more synergistic with my deck. Zillion, Caitlyn, Talia. Zillion is a 4-4. Power left Kahira, however, is not that great. Let's reroll again. Galio, Jarvan, action. Okay, Galio is basically the perfect choice, right? We get double the Galios, which is pretty good. We get high stated or high health units, which is very good. The Heart Regeneration's Dragon's Claw Mountain Drake is extremely redundant, but we can't really complain considering we got the best choice we could have been offered. Now all we have to do is pick the correct path. Surely we can deal with the aggression from the Lulu and Zed a lot better than the value from the Karma set. Let's go for that path then. I feel like we're cutting the Shepherd because it's the weakest link. She's growing her attack, but we don't really care about the attack of our units, we care about the health. Then again, it's a 1-drop, and 1-drops are important because they're playable alongside the Soraka, except we don't get Soraka. Never mind, we got to the Soraka. Exactly what I wanted.
Master the power of the stars. Master your healing.
I'm trying, but they keep wandering off.
The fact that we also have access to Duelist by default is very good. We can just go for this attack extremely safely. Get rid of all of the opponent's Sporos. Now he has no board. He's going to lose out on the Shadow Fiend value. It just develops a single Poro. Nice. If we survive this turn, we're just winning. We definitely have very good plays here. We'll just Astral Diffusion the Shadow Fiends. We can silence them as well. Yeah, we'll do this here. That's gone, and we'll Hush here. And that's no longer a threat to the Soraka. The opponent plays something? Yeah, he plays something, that's to be expected. But since his unit is dying at the end of the turn, he doesn't get value from the from his power, so he doesn't get a board-wide stats and keywords buff. Do I go Wish here? I get 3 or 2 Comets and Soraka level up. It's not like I really have better plays, right? I guess I do. I deal 2 damage here just to increase the amount of stat the Shepherd gains from the healing.
I feel better with
I weave my own fate.
Suppose that's fine.
we're all family here.
Let's see if we can get some nice damage through. Using our Falling Comets to clear up the board.
Stars fall.
Round 'em up.
Live
I'll probably go for the Shield of Durand here on the Overwhelm unit. Increase the amount of damage I deal. 5 damage. Unfortunate.
Better when you feel
We didn't really get there. He's attacking back. Wow. I didn't expect that. Let's stun there. I guess we're blocking if everything else. Ooh. All followers become ephemeral. The opponent really baited me. Well, I guess things could be worse. I'll just do bring Guardian
Have the stars been giving you much trouble?
here, and then Galio next turn. Then again, that's not enough to close out the game, is it? Can I get lethal from any of these plays? Not really. I'll just do Galio. I guess I could have gone for a draw first by doing this on the Soraka.
Take heart.
It wouldn't have gotten me there. Well,
Starlight.
I guess we're just attacking with everything then.
With purple.
Galio levels up here no matter what. And that becomes our win condition next turn. The opponent won't be able to attack properly without us rallying. Go ahead, opponent. Attack now. Please get me out of this game. Like, it's already over. You have lost. Actually, no, I can trigger the Galio myself.
How is your
Soraka deals damage to my own unit.
Stronger every day.
Yep.
Just like me.
Nice. Completely forgot that was an option.
be at peace?
Well,
Protect the stars.
in that case, the opponent just dies.
We're all family here.
Take heart.
I feel better when you feel better.
And okay, game over. I was worried the opponent was targeting one of his own units. Maybe he would have been able to buff this out of the Shepherd's range. The fact that Shepherd is the only unit with Overwhelm is a bummer. It's not common to want a common power, but the common power that gives everything Overwhelm would really benefit us. Balin the Benevolent. It's one cost more, which is a problem, but it has regeneration, and it buffs all of our units, right? Grant other formidable allies everywhere +1/+0, or +0/+1. Yeah, it doesn't work with our Strength of Stone because we're not giving all of our formidable our units don't have formidable by default. We're giving them when we summon the units. I still think this is decent enough. Our deck is a bit too heavy for my taste, however. The mana curve is tipping way too hard into the higher costs, and that's not good. This adventure is all about the early board presence. Well, to be fair, we do start off the game with 4 mana, so we can go for the play with the Balin next turn, or second turn. Unfortunately, we don't get a Soraka here at the beginning. Let's just go Stargazer. It's strike refill your spell mana, yeah. Let's do Stargazer. We'll kill 3 of the opponent's units.
Something to reflect upon.
Yeah, that's fine. He's going to replay a Daring Poro probably. This way you get more value. Do I want to Guiding Touch? I'll wait. I definitely want to cycle the Guiding Touch. Never mind, we got the Soraka. I was really looking for the Soraka, but we got her here. Well, I guess we'd play the Soraka. We have no better plays. It's fine. Actually, I can actually do something interesting here. I'll use the Guiding Touch just to give this elusive so you can properly lock the Poro. Then it will just develop this here. We'll go double 1-drop, set up a Soraka's Wish turn next turn. All of the opponent's units get buffed up, but it's fine, I think.
Do you like
We'll give everything on our board elusive, basically. Except the Soraka. But we won't really need the Soraka to have the elusive keyword once we just attack with a bunch of
We're all family
massive
here.
units.
Something to reflect upon.
And just in case I'm getting rid of the elusive blockers the opponent does have access to.
Hey, you there!
Live with purpose.
3 spell mana, what's the worst that the opponent can do?
What you see.
Yeah, that's not helping at all, opponent. Okay, we got there. Nice.
Service to the Emperor.
Do you think if we
Remember this day.
got the or we just happened to get a falling comet from some invoke card, would it also have or would it also be accelerated to burst speed? I think so, because the acceleration to the burst speed is the same thing that is giving our gems burst or accelerating our gems to burst speed. I don't take damage from enemy spells or skills. Sunblast Vigor or Mountain Drake with Overwhelm. I was just complaining that I would like the more of my units to have Overwhelm, but at the same time, Petricite Charger seems like a good pickup. I'm going to do it. 10 max health, 2 copies of Tasty Feyfolk. We don't want Tasty Feyfolk, let's just take the max health.
Pleased to meet you.
The lifesteal would be nice as a form of longevity, but we haven't been taking a lot of damage in each encounter. So maybe having the extra health as a buffer will be a lot better than the lifesteal. At least that's my thought process. We keep getting unlucky not hitting Soraka at the start. The game really wants me to play Galio. I can do the same thing I did last time around, where I just go Stargazer to get value out of the spell mana. But considering we lost one of our Vanguard lookouts here at the start, I think this is a bit better. Because it allows me to get rid of 3 units anyway.
I'm watching you!
Lulu is a bigger problem, I think. We got rid of 3 units anyway. He only has the Zed I need to worry about. But next turn I'll go for the Astral Diffusion, which will be free. Can combine it with a Guiding Touch to cycle. We get the second Galio somehow. Or I can also go for the Mountain Drake. No, I really want to go for the Guiding Touch. So that really only leaves me with the option to go for a 4 mana play. Let's deny the Zed attack. Like right away.
Wait, is that a familiar frog? Oh my gosh.
That way we don't have to worry about the opponent going for a Zed's level up or getting value from the Zed in any shape or form.
Stars
Stun
protect
here.
me.
We can give this thing stats with the...
In service to the Imperial.
Yeah. It won't be able to kill the Flower Child because the Flower Child has quick attack and it reduces the amount of damage it deals. But it's fine. We're managing. Petricite Charger for 2. Now we can do better, I think. I think once we get the Soraka down, we can drop this down for 1. Let's do Mountain Drake.
Smell that? A fight!
Unfortunately, our our unit with the bull buff got transformed. Let's get rid of the Zed. At the very least try to get rid of the Zed. Let's me. Does he have another Zed in hand? No. Well then, I'll do this. Slowly and surely we're working towards Soraka's level up, but what I really want is the comet. We're 3 off. We got the comet. I think we got the comet at the end of the turn here. Yep, and since it goes after the we get it after the discard phase for the fleeting. We just get to get full benefit out of it. Unfortunate part is the opponent's attacking with a very scary board here. Stargazer is dying no matter what, right? Let's get rid of that spell shield then. And we can do this block here. Soraka is leveled up. What do I even do here? I think I go double Galio. Just to refill the board. Level up the Galio next turn. We attack with everything. Galio is guaranteed to give us a rally, so the opponent's forced to block twice. Even if he has a full board of units with multiple keywords, we're in a decent position. Ooh, we can even go for Balin here. Fully get maximum value. Let's get rid of the elusives.
Can you stomach this?
It's fine. Surely the opponent can develop a board that protects him here after my attack, right? Maybe he does.
Watch my post.
Seven plus 421. We get 3 off. Well, at the very least we will be able to go for a rally effect yet again next turn. Just hit ourselves with the Astral Diffusion. Get rid of 2 of the opponent's units. Let's hit ourselves. And now the opponent has to block again. Except he has 4 blockers yet again. Let's attack anyway. Force the opponent to... Oh right, that unit stunned. So yeah, I was guaranteed to win no matter what. Oh, that was a bummer. The fact that we're not getting Soraka at all at the start is really messing with our deck. It's not like I'm keeping bad hands either, I think. This is definitely not a good pickup. Let's not go for Gorillith. But the other options are not great either. Guess I'm picking up Behold the Infinite and cutting it right away. No Behold the Infinite. I guess no used Firebrand? Nah. I think no Star Shepherd, but then again, Star Shepherd is the only unit I have that has Overwhelm. Smooth Soloist or Aether Spirit. Let's go for the left path. Smooth Soloist is more consistent, I think. If we go for the Smooth Soloist, we want to have at least 500. We'll have at least 500. We have enough to cut a card from the deck. I guess we're cutting the Star Shepherd. Let's hope this doesn't come back to screw me later. Getting rid of the only unit I have with Overwhelm. Well, if I just keep the board empty, I won't have to really overwhelm the opponent down. Let's keep the Ash and the Gift Giver. Ash will help us tutor into Soraka if we don't get one here. Watch as I don't get Soraka. Finally we get Soraka at the start. We get a pretty good first turn. We go Soraka, Gift Giver, we get rid of 3 of the opponent's units. 4 of the opponent's units.
Stars fall.
Watch my post.
Get rid of this. Here, here, and here. The opponent surely doesn't have enough to refill his board up to full. He only has 2 mana. Soothsayer. It's fine. It's not like I intended to get rid of those landmarks anyway. Give a follower. And if you have fewer mana gems than your opponent, kill it instead. He does have fewer mana gems than I, which is not common. Normally the AI opponents have more mana than you at all times.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
It's fine.
Have the stars been giving you much
The opponent attacks with everything like I suspected, but
Come back.
we can just do this. That's the only unit we can properly trade into.
I don't want to hurt you.
Next turn the opponent's getting a full board yet again. I would really like it if I could draw the Soraka here, combine the Soraka with the Stargazer. I can draw the Soraka, but I don't have enough mana to go for it alongside the Stargazer, unfortunately. Can do this.
Hold still now.
Refill that. I can level up the Soraka here, while at the same time getting the Comet. Then we do this. Attack with all the elusives. The opponent can't do anything. Okay, he doesn't do anything. Ooh, I was worried. For a second I thought that game would go on for a lot longer. Startled Stomper. Guess it's better than nothing. At the very least it replaces itself. Fused Firebrand for -3 is actually pretty good. You've been kind of just holding on to that card without playing it at all, but playing it for 2 is significantly better than just having it in hand doing nothing. Do I keep it though? No, not really. I just want the Soraka. Surely we draw Soraka here. Yeah. If I drew the second Galio right after I got one in my opening hand, I'd be upset. Minus attack doesn't really affect our deck opponent, unfortunately for you. Gift Giver. Let's get rid of the Inspiring Marshal. And then I can... This heals up to 6. This goes up to 6. This goes up to... No, this stays a 5. But I can kill all of the opponent's stuff. At least. Our units still get significantly damaged. I would really like a Soraka. But it's fine. We'll just make it work.
The world's in a grain of sand.
A desert to bury our foes.
How do I do this? Shield of Durand is 3. I can do Shield of Durand. Soraka goes up to 5, then we bring her down to 3, and we stun the Sandcrafter. I think that's the correct play. And then we just use our units'
Go no further.
health. Let's keep the gift giver around. I can take the 5. Yeah, let's take the 5. We don't really need to protect our health that much. We have 8 regeneration. 8 regeneration is more than enough. I played the Mountain Drake. How close Soraka? Or is... No, she's not close at all to leveling up. I'll level her up on attack. Let's do this. We go Petrified Charger. Oh crap. Well, even if I kept the mana open, it wouldn't be enough to save the Soraka. It's a bit unfortunate this is happening. Guess I'll do this. It's not the Soraka. Or that's not another Soraka. It's the Mountain Goat. At the very least we'll get rid of some scary units the opponent has access to. These two are going to heal up back up to full at the end of the turn. Thanks to the regeneration. So that means I'm getting comets. One comet actually. And my next Soraka is leveled up. So let's let the opponent attack. He doesn't attack. I actually really wanted him to attack so I could with the Galio. I guess we don't get to do that. Let's see if the opponent blocks here. He does. Well, at least we're getting rid of most of the opponent's units. In fact, we can get rid of that thing as well. Because technically this gives... the gems give 2 health. Then we can do Galio. We'll set up a rally next turn. Galio has more than enough health on board to level up. And then what? Suppose the opponent won't be able to survive, or at least he shouldn't. Guess I can go Stargazer, try to give one of my units elusive. Try to ensure that I can hit with them. Nah. The opponent's probably... yeah, he's just attacking with the Poro. Might as well do this then.
Looks like fun.
Go ahead and kill the opponent's units.
Right.
Or at least the ones I can actually kill. I'm just waiting for something, anything that allows me to close out the game properly. I guess next turn I can give... I can heal 2 units, which in turn will give 2 units elusive, and that will be enough to close out the game. I'll just get rid of the elusive blocker first. That's elusive now. And I guess none of my other units get to have elusive. Actually, no, I can do this, right?
Time to return.
Looks like fun.
We do this. No, I was thinking about astrally fusioning in order to damage so I can do the gem and give something else elusive. But if I do that, I don't get the rally effect. But if I kill the opponent, I don't need the rally effect. Waste the rally, but I give the Galio elusive. And that secures the victory. You don't even get to kill any of my units. Just to add insult to injury.
Mess with Demacia.
Now what? I'm at the end boss. I'm at the end boss, at least for this part of the run. Mikhail's Blessing, Resplendent Stellacorn, Cataclysm. Yep, the game really wants me to pick up some high cost cards. I'd rather pick up the Cataclysm though. Let's see if we get something good here. Adaptation, Stabilize, Epic Escapades. Do we have any epic cards? Or any good epic cards? This is not an epic. The Balin is an epic, yeah. So it goes to 3. That's pretty cool. 3 mana Mountain Drake as well. The problem with epic cards is that they're generally not that great. Making them 2 less, and it only works for some of my units, might not be that great. What does Stabilize do for me? It's just ephemeral copies of my champions. I guess it helps Soraka level up. Kind of. Then I can also have adaptation to give my champions keywords. What do we have coming up? Any place where I can spend my money? Slotbot. Slotbot is a pretty good place to spend my money on. So let's just take the Stabilize. Yeah, let's take the Stabilize. We'll just use our second Soraka as a way to just remove one of the opponent's units. And then I think that's decent enough. Come on, Soraka in my opening hand. It's going to be good against this encounter at least. There she is. We don't get a 1-drop. I'd really like to get some more 1-drops other than the gem giver. Or the gift giver or whatever she's called.
Every step.
But I don't think I'll get that luxury.
Together we are part of something more. Together you are children of
Hey, you there!
Doesn't really matter how I attack, I think. Let's just get rid of the opponent's champions. Also get rid of the Poros, I guess. Surely the opponent doesn't have formed a way to remove my units. Okay, no he doesn't. Perfect. He can have interaction. Or he could have had the interaction.
Freedom grows.
He didn't have interaction, but he had a second Irelia. She's incredibly annoying. Because now I have to deal with Irelia. Irelia is attacking. Fine. Attack with Irelia. Level up the Azir.
I understand.
I'll just do this. Stun your unit. I'll take the 2. We'll heal up after this encounter anyway. Let's go 2 into 3 here.
With purpose.
No? No place? Really? There it is. That's something that's a play.
Today's lesson.
Guess he was just waiting for me to empty my hand. It does come out on top in terms of mana from this trade. But is that really good enough for him? We cannot develop the Balon. Desert's Wrath, that's fine. He doesn't even get full value out of it. We'll just heal the Balon here, so we can properly trade into the Irelia. I'll heal up this guy as well. Soraka is not leveled up yet. Do I want to preserve my units? I guess we can attack with these two. I guess the Balon takes into account the formidable allies that are on the board, not just the ones that exist everywhere else. So at the very least it's a buff for units that are already in play. Good to know. Does the plan place something here? That's a very good target for the comet I just got.
The possibilities are infinite.
I suppose +0 +1 doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things when I can just buff things up the way I just did. But it's pretty cool anyway. You do something, opponent. That's not particularly threatening. You give everything a keyword woo. Can I somehow... Guess I can do this. And we just try to give as many units as possible the elusive keyword.
You leave me no choice.
This now has elusive. Let's do that there. Now Balon also has elusive. I suppose I'll just do this to get rid of one of the opponent's units. This is enough, right? Okay, it is perfect. That wasn't so bad. The deck is definitely very good at keeping control of the board, but closing out the game is not really its best point. We could definitely use some forms of overwhelm granting or something along those lines. Extra mana is also nice. More spellcasts are decent. So far so good. Let's see how this run develops. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.